of you guys had an awesome holiday season. I am Shanna, if you are new to my channel. I am on a weight loss journey to go from 370 to 191. It is called Adventure to Wonderland. The reason I want to be 191 is as simple as that was not actually my goal. My goal was to be 199, but when I was filming my first video, I kept saying 191, so I just made that my new goal. I've actually had quite a few people ask me why such a random number is my goal, and that is simply why, because words, they can be difficult sometimes. So if you are not already subscribed, go ahead and click subscribe if you would like to join me on my journey. I would love to have you, and I'd love to support each other. So today's video is going to be my New Year's resolutions and my January goals. When I set goals, I rarely set goals that are number oriented, like lose 10 pounds, because for me it can be a very discouraging thing. Like if I say lose 10 pounds this month and I lose 9, as much as that is still awesome, I would consider it a failure because I didn't actually achieve my goal. So I don't like to set number goals. Another reason is because if I know I'm doing everything I need to do, if I know I'm eating right, if I know I'm drinking my water and getting my workouts in, and when I'm doing my workouts I'm going as hard as I can and not just like phoning it in, then there is no reason that the number on the scale isn't the best number it could be. So I don't like to set number goals, so you guys won't really see me set those usually. I mean, I'm not going to say never because, you know, it might happen, but for the most part, I try and set goals that are not number oriented. Another thing is that usually, sometimes yes, but not usually will I even have goals really about my eating or working out due to the fact that I already am pretty like set on doing that. Like I'm doing the 21-day fixed eating plan, and that has been the only thing that I've ever been able to stick with. It's the only thing that has ever really helped me. So I'm gonna continue doing the 21-day fixed eating plan, and then I'm also I have like workouts that I'm going through, and I'm sharing those with you guys each week as well. And of course my water, you know, drink lots of water. So sometimes I might have like eating related things because like maybe I want to focus on getting more protein in or more vegetables or something. But for the most part, when it comes to like my monthly goals or my yearly goals, they aren't really health related a lot of times because I already know that I'm doing everything I can be doing to lose the weight. A lot of my goals are more focused on doing things that I felt like I couldn't do in the past. Like if I always used to think like, oh, I can't go on certain trips, or I can't like be girly and pretty and have nice clothes and do nice things because I'm overweight. I need to wait till I'm thin to have like the life I've always wanted. And I've recently been like, no, I'm not going to live that life anymore. I am going to start like achieving my goals now in this moment. Kind of how this channel even started, being like, why do I need to wait till I achieve my goal to inspire people and to do this? How about we just do it together and encourage each other? So that's kind of how this all started. So all right, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into what my New Year's resolutions are for this year. So my first goal for this year is to get my hormones figured out and go to a naturopath. The reason this is necessary is because I'm fairly certain my hormones are a little out of whack. My period is, sorry, TMI for some people, but it's not like as regular as it should be, and just different things. My sister, she's very like health conscious, and she really thinks that I should go in and see a naturopath. So we kind of think hormones could be playing in a bit to me having not gotten pregnant, but also I'm not overly concerned with that because I think also a big part of it is my weight, and maybe God's trying to protect me from getting pregnant as big as I am, because that could be really bad for me. It could be bad for the baby. It could send me over 400 pounds, which I never want to do. And so yeah, first goal, get my hormones figured out. My next goal, my husband is a big fan of, and that is to go on a date every single week this year. We have had times over the course of our marriage where we get really good at going on dates, but then we just like fall off the bandwagon. And I'm also a very like what is the word? Home. I like to stay at home. And so a lot of times I'm kind of like, how about instead of going out, we just sit here and watch Netflix like we do every single night. So I really want to make an effort because I know it means a lot to my husband, and I know that when we are going on dates, it really makes our marriage a lot stronger. So go on a date every single day, or every single day this year. Whoa, no, not that. Every single week this year. So 52 dates. I also want to be more conscious of praying over my future children, my marriage, for strength in my marriage, my home, and myself in my weight loss journey, knowing that I am going to achieve my goal. I want to just be praying over who my future self is. And also in that being, having like daily Bible studies and like spending time with God more. A lot of times me and my husband, we have a devotional and we go through together a lot, but I know that I need to also be having my own personal time with God. So I really, really want to start implementing that into my life this year. The next couple goals I have are money related. So the first goal I am so excited for, and that is to be debt free this year. Me and my husband, I don't think we really have that much debt, but I really just want to be completely debt free. I never want to owe money to anyone again other than maybe taking out a loan for a house. So I am really, really looking forward to this. For some reason in my head, I never felt like it was possible to be debt free. And just recently God was like speaking to me and being like, yeah, you can be debt free. And God wants us all to be debt free. He doesn't want us to owe anyone anything. So He wants us to be able to help people, not to owe people. So I'm really excited about that. And then I also want to save $7,000 towards our home that we will buy someday. And the next thing is to plan a vacation. And I think that vacation I want to plan is a cruise. I've never been on a cruise and I'm very excited about this. And that goes into kind of where I've always felt like I can't do certain things until I'm thin because life isn't fun until you're thin, and I don't even know. I'm sure a lot of you guys, if you're dealing with your health and fitness goals, like you probably experience those same types of thoughts, like I can't really enjoy my life until I have the body I want. Well, I can't guarantee that I won't die before I get the body I want, so I kind of want to live my life right now. So with that being said, I'm going to plan a cruise. I don't know if we'll go on the cruise this year or if it will be the beginning of 2018. But for sure, like tickets bought, money saved up, everything will be completely planned this year to go on a cruise. And I am so excited. So next, I really want to get good at budgeting my time. I have a tendency when I am cleaning the house or whatever, I will be trying to do one thing and I will get sidetracked doing 5 other things and I'll forget what I'm doing and it makes everything take a lot longer. And I'm really praying about that recently for God to just work in my mind and help me focus, because I really have been dealing with issues with focusing and it's frustrating. It's so frustrating. And it never really bothered me until I started my YouTube channel with all of the extra tasks that put into my life. And that is when I really started to notice how sidetracked I can get, especially with like YouTube, because you're on the internet and what happens every time anyone goes on the internet, you get sidetracked. So I really want to be better about budgeting my time, like coming up with a schedule and really sticking to it. Also, to kind of like, it's also really important for my marriage, because a lot of times I end up like continuing to work on things once my husband gets home and he's like, I want to spend time with you. And there's no reason, especially when I have a day off work, why I'm not done doing everything I want to get done throughout the day before he gets home at like 4:30. So yes, I want to definitely get better at budgeting my time, which is funny because I'm actually a very organized person. Like when it comes to like cleaning and like I need things organized or it stresses me out, but like with my time, I need to organize my time. It's very necessary. So along with being a very organized person, I want to just go through my house this year and really make sure everything is in order, which I kind of already do. But I would say the one area I struggle with is like my closet. I don't have a lot of clothes, so I feel like, oh, I should just keep all of my clothes. But the thing is, if I'm not wearing them or I don't like them, just because I don't have that much doesn't mean I should keep things that I'm not even using. So I really want to go through and clean out my closet and like shoes, purses. I want to really just like keep the things I love and make sure I'm using them. And with that being said, when I buy something, whether it's clothes or just anything for your house, and I think this is good advice for you guys too, a lot of stores have a 60 to 90 day return policy. So if you end up buying something and it turns out you never use it, you can return it and get your money back. And I think even if it's only a couple dollars, I think it's a really good habit to get into. It's also going to make you more mindful when you're shopping in the store. Do I really want to buy this? And this is something I started doing even last year. But I just want to really be mindful of the things that I'm purchasing and bringing into my home. Because I'm actually like an anti-clutter bug. Like, I hate extra things in the house. I hate things that are not being used, that they're just... I hate clutter. I really do. I actually, sorry Joelle, but I lived with my sister, and one reason I had to move out was just simply the fact that like it's almost like suffocating when you're around like too much stuff, which PS, she's not that bad anymore, just used to be. So yeah, I really don't like clutter. So with that being said, last year I think it was, I actually got rid of pretty much all of my books. I was like, either I've read them and I'm never going to read them again, or if I haven't read them yet, I'm probably not going to. I did keep, I think I have 9 books that I have on my shelf that I want to read, and that is a goal this year, is to get those 9 books read so that I can get them out of my house. The next goal is actually really hard for me. And that is going to be to eventually have no technology on Sunday. And okay, the reason this became a goal was I was actually looking on Pinterest for ideas for goals and New Year's resolutions. And one of them said like, go a day without your phone. And I was like, no, that'd be impossible. That's so hard. You can't do that. And that was when I immediately was like, okay, that needs to be a goal, because I never used to be overly attached to my phone. Like, me and my husband would leave the house and we wouldn't even bring our phones, and now it's like my phone literally is with me everywhere. I was gonna show you, but it's actually over there. It's not literally right next to me at the moment. So I really want to get to where I'm cutting out the technology for 1 day a week on Sunday, I think. And I want to start with probably my laptop, because usually if I'm on my laptop, I'm working on something. So I would say that's going to be the first thing I want to start not using my laptop on Sunday, and then eventually I'll move on to my phone. And the next couple are just kind of like girly fun things. I want to paint my nails at least once a week. This is like a girly thing as well as a use what you have kind of thing. Why do I have a ton of bottles of nail polish when I haven't painted my nails like probably in months? Months. So yes, I want to start painting my nails once a week. And then I also want to go and get a pedicure 4 times this year, so seasonally. I like to go and get pedicures with my mom or my sister and have like girl time, and it's just a fun time to be pampered. So I want to remind myself that as much as like I'm focusing on budgeting my time and saving this money and paying off our debt and all of these like hardcore things, I want to also just pamper myself and love on myself. So yeah, those are my New Year's resolutions. So I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys my January goals. Oh wait, before I get to that. So my New Year's resolutions, to hold me accountable, I'm actually going to do an update every 3 months. So I can tell you guys how I'm doing, what I've completed, what I have yet to complete, if I'm changing anything, if I'm adding new goals or taking out goals. Because I know it's really easy to start the New Year's resolutions in January, and then where do they go? I don't know. Where do they go? So I'm going to update you guys every 3 months on how I'm doing to keep myself mindful of the goals that I have set for myself. So now I will jump into my January goals, which for my month goals, I'm going to be updating you guys every month. So right now I'll tell you my goals, then in February I'll tell you how I did and set my new goals. So staying mindful, guys, staying mindful. All right, so my first goal for January is this tea detox that I bought. It's from Your Tea, and it's called Tiny Tea. The theory here is that it's a detox tea that's supposed to help you lose weight. I spent money on it. I have like fuzzies flying around. I spent money on it, and I've drank some of it. It's not bad tasting or anything. I just never have used it, and that's kind of going along with my New Year's resolutions of like using up things that I have in my house and utilizing what I own. So I want to drink this tea up in January, and then I can tell you guys if it actually really does anything or not. From my experience before, I was not doing it steadily. I only had it like maybe a couple days in a row. I don't really think it was doing anything, but I'm gonna drink it because I bought it and I think it was like $60. So definitely gonna use that up. My next goal is to print my credit scores. The reason this is necessary is because one of my New Year's resolutions is to get debt free. And how can I get debt free if I don't know what my debt is? So I'm gonna print our credit scores in January so then I can start to create a game plan. My next goal and my last goal is that I have a bunch of magazines. Last year I had like 5 magazine subscriptions or something because they were so cheap. They're like $5 a piece. So I get all these subscriptions, and guys, I like literally never look at magazines, so I don't know why I did this. But I have a ton of them. I've thrown away a ton, but I don't know, like the new ones come in and it's hard to justify throwing them away when you just got it in the mail, and it's complicated. So I have a stack of magazines, and I'm gonna go through those and start to create a vision board. I don't know if I'll complete it, but like I want to go through and just like go through all the magazines, rip out things that are inspirational to me, and then start getting to creating a vision board. That's the plan. So those are all my January goals. I think each month I'm going to have 3 goals, I think is what I'll do, sort of. So my goals for January are to print my credit scores, to drink my tea, and to start creating a vision board. And alright, if you guys have any goals, please share them in the comments below. I would love to know what your goals are for this year or this month or this week. And I hope you guys are having a great day. If you are not already subscribed, go ahead and click subscribe if you want to join me on my journey from 370 to 191. If you know anyone, and I'm sure we all do, who's on a weight loss journey or wants to get healthy or fit, please share my channel with them. And I will see you guys soon. Bye!